Hi, hello बच्चों. Welcome back to my channel Maths Lageraho. In the last class we have solved question number 14. Now let us see the next question, dear students. By using elementary transformations, find the inverse of the matrix A is equal to 2, 5, 1, 3. So shortcut method I had told you in many classes. We have seen the many questions, we have solved this one. So now see, shortcut again I will write A is equal to A11, A12 and this is A21, A22. Clear? So this first you have to make this as what? A11 as 1. Next you have to come down and this you have to make it as 0. And next this you have to make it as 1. And this you have to make it as 0. According to shortcut you have to move. One more shortcut I will say. How to find A inverse in determinant you know very well. So that is A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint of A. So determinant A, how to find a determinant A, you know that. Determinant A, how to find means 2 3s are how much? 6 minus you write before multiplying 1 and 5. 1 into 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is what? 1. So 1 you will get 6 minus 5 is 1 and this is nothing but your determinant A, dear students. So adjoint of A, how to write adjoint of A? See, 2 and 3 is there. You interchange them, 2 and 3. What you will get? 3, 2 by interchanging. And 5 and 5 and 1 is there? No, 5 and 1. No. You change their sign. Don't interchange them. Only change their sign. Minus 5 will become, this will become minus 1. Plus 5 will become minus 5. 1 will become minus 1. This is what adjoint of A. How to write in shortcut. So 1 by 1 is 1. 1 into anything is same. So your A inverse is what? Directly you can write A inverse is 3 minus 5 minus 1, 2, dear students. I hope it is clear. So I will erase this one. Clear everyone? So now dear students, I have to find A inverse for this by using elementary transformation. Before starting the answer, I mean we already got the answer. Yes or no? Before we have not started at solving the question, but we know the answer directly, and this is not required in exam. For your understanding purpose, I have written this one. Make it clear about that. So now A is equal to how much? 2, 5, 1, 3. By using elementary transformation, I mean row operation, by using elementary row operation, A is equal to I into A. A is what, dear students? A is 2, 5, 1, 3. I is what? 1, 0, 0, 1. And don't write here A. Means A value don't write. Into A you write as it is. A you write as it is only. Don't write A values. Got it? So now see. According to shortcut I have to bring here what? First R1 as 1. So here R1 is how much? 2. R2 is how much? 1. 2 minus 1 is how much? 2 minus 1 is 1 or not? So that's why you can write it as, you are going to change it. 2 is where? In first row or not? First row. So that's why you are changing R1 minus R2. Why you have done R1 minus R2? R1 is 2, R2 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. You never bother about the other elements, what will happen. So what is required now according to shortcut we will move. So now let us continue this. Is equal to how much you will get, you see. You are changing R1. R2 is not changing or not? 1, 3 I will write as is. 0, 1 as is. Clear? 1, 3 I wrote, 0, 1 as is. Because R2 is not changing. R1 is changing. 2 minus 1 is how much? See here, R1 is 2. R1 is 2 minus R2 is how much? 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, dear students. 1 you write here. Clear? So next R1 is how much? R1 is 5 minus I will write R2 is how much? 3. 5 minus 3 is how much? 2. I will write 2. Clear? So next R1 is how much? 1. R2 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, dear students. Directly I can write. So R1 is 0 minus R2 is how much? 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. I can write it as minus 1. Clear? So everyone, so I will erase this. This is not required. So now see, I have to make this as 0. Yes, according to shortcut you see. So here it was what? 1. Here I have to make it as what? 0 or not. So you are going to change now R2. So R2 is changing means you write R2 arrow mark. R2 is how much? 1. R2 is how much? 1. R1 is how much? 1. R2 minus R1 because both are 1 or no? Both are 1 or not? So that's why R2 minus R1. You are changing R2. R1 is not changing, no? So you write as it. 1 to 1 minus 1. Clear? R1 is not changing. That's why I have written as it is. Now see, R2 you are changing. R2 is how much? 1. R1 is how much? 1. 1 minus 1. See, R2 is how much? 1. Minus R1 is how much? 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, dear students. Next, R2 is how much? 3. Minus R1 is how much? 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. I will write here 1. So next is what? R2 is 0 minus R1 is how much? 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. We got minus 1. R2 is how much? 1. Minus R1 is how much? Minus 1. Minus into minus plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, dear students. Clear? Everyone. So I will erase this. Now, how to make this as what? 1 or not? Lucky. We are lucky, I think. We got again 1 here. No need of doing any operation. Next we have to move on what? This you have to make it as 0. So now which row it is? R1. R1 is 2. R1 is 2. R1 is 2. R2 is how much? 1 or not? So what you can multiply for this R2? You know, dear students, R1 is 2 means R2 what you can multiply? Minus 2 into R2, dear students. Clear? Why we have written? You will understand here, it will become 0 here. R1 you are changing, R2 is not changing means you write as is. Minus 1, 2. Minus 1, 2. Clear? R2 is not changing. R1 you see. R1 is how much? 1. Minus 2 into R2 is how much? 0. 2 into 0. 0. 1 minus 0 is what? 1. So now see, R1 is how much? 2. Minus 2 into R2 is what? 1 or not? So how much? Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 2 minus 2 is how much? 0, dear students. Understood why I had multiplied minus 2 for R2? R1 is 2 means I can multiply minus 2 for R2 to get here 0. If it is 3 means minus 3. If it is 5 means minus 5. If it is 7 means minus 7. If it is minus 2 means plus 2. Got it? Logic, try to understand. So now see, this one will erase simplification. So now R1 is how much? R1 is 1 minus 2 into R2 is how much? Minus 1. So minus into minus plus 2 1 are 2. How much you got? 3. I told you if you are very good, directly will answer this only. Because I had already told you this is going to come the answer. And before you will be knowing the answer also, you will get here this only minus 3, minus 5, minus 1 and 2. So now see, but still I will show according to simplification. So R1 is how much? R1 is minus 1, minus 2 into R2 is how much? 2. So minus 1 minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. Minus 1 now, minus 4 is how much? Minus 5, dear students. Clear? See your answer whether we have got same or not. Clear? So therefore conclusion you have to do A inverse is equal to 3 minus 5 minus 1 2. This is your answer, dear students. I hope you are liking the video. So if you are liking, please like and subscribe my channel. So each like will inspire me to do the next video, dear students. So please support me and like my channel. We will meet you in my next class. तब तक लगे रहो मैथ्स के साथ. Thank you, dear students.